We always blame the third person. We think a relationship shatters because someone else walked in. But ask any marriage therapist and they'll tell you the brutal truth. The third person is rarely the cause. They just happened to walk through a door that had been left wide open for a very long time. Long before the betrayal, there was already a deafening silence that neither of you had the courage to name. The first warning sign isn't a racing heartbeat or a sudden shift in hormones. It's much simpler than that. It's the death of genuine curiosity. In a healthy relationship, you constantly ask the deep questions. How are you really feeling today? What's weighing on your mind? But when those fade, and all you're left with is operational talk, who's picking up the kids? Did you take out the trash? It's not because you're suddenly too busy. It's because you've stopped caring about each other's inner world. The second sign is how you handle the silence. There are two entirely different types of silence. One is a comfortable, safe silence where you can just sit next to each other and breathe. The other is a heavy, suffocating silence. The kind where you are constantly calculating what to say next just to avoid an argument. If the silence in your home is starting to feel like a minefield, you need to stop and pay attention. Not because someone is hiding a massive secret, but because the trust is wearing dangerously thin. The third sign, the one almost everyone misses, is how you react to each other's success. It sounds backwards, but studies show that how your partner reacts to your good news predicts the survival of your relationship way better than how you argue. A connected partner lights up when you share a tiny win. A disconnected partner, they just give you an empty nod or change the subject before you even finish a sentence. The fourth sign is a shift in physical touch. But you have to understand the reality of this. A lack of intimacy doesn't automatically mean they're cheating. Most of the time, it's the byproduct of chronic stress. It's someone burning out at work or fighting their own silent emotional battles and not knowing how to share them. The real red flag isn't the distance itself. The red flag is that neither of you is brave enough to ask why that distance appeared in the first place. Psychology tells us a fascinating truth. The human body reacts the exact same way to very different types of stress. A racing heart from the fear of being caught in a lie feels exactly the same as a racing heart from crushing work deadlines. Insomnia from guilt looks identical to insomnia from financial panic. Your body isn't a lie detector, it just reacts to pressure regardless of where it comes from. So, assuming that every sign of exhaustion or distance is proof of betrayal is the fastest way to destroy a relationship that could still be saved. The most terrifying thing in a relationship is not betrayal. It is the prolonged, agonizing silence between two people who used to know every single detail about each other. A relationship rarely dies in one dramatic moment. It dies a slow death. It dies through hundreds of missed opportunities to just look at each other and ask, how are you really doing? Are we still okay? If you are recognizing some of these signs in your own life right now, do not turn it into an interrogation. Turn it into a conversation. Real courage isn't about exposing the truth at all costs. Real courage is looking the person you love dead in the eye and asking, when did we drift so far apart? And is there still a way for us to find our way back?